I don't think that there's really anybody in this world that is always 100%, you know, happy, excited, and positive. I think that there's times where, you know, you feel a little bit down physically and mentally. I can say that I'm extremely focused, 100%. My focus is not distracted. But there's days where you just don't feel up to par. You don't even maybe want to go to the gym or feel motivated to keep going. But the thing is that when you have a champion mindset and you expect to be your best and you expect to set the standard, that's when you understand that that's what makes you who you are, and it's going to make you the best. Okay, that's that champion mindset that you have, that in those moments that you don't want to go to the gym and you don't want to do your cardio, you don't want to stick to your diet, that's the moment that you're actually becoming better, the best. That's when you set the standard. I moved down here in May, at the beginning of May. Well, I moved down by myself. My girlfriend was gonna come with me, but as soon as I signed the lease, she was all excited to move down with me, and then she got accepted to grad school back in Indiana. So she's going to grad school, which I'm very proud of her, and our relationship's working out very well actually, because she's very busy in school. I'm focused on the Olympia prep.
I just got out of class. I got out of class early, so I was gonna either take a nap or just do cardio before Christy got here, so I decided to do cardio.
Take a nap or do cardio, that's your options, huh? Sounds about like me. I love you, babe. Call me later, okay?
Okay, love you.
Love you, bye. A couple days after I moved, I flew to the UK for a week to spend there, which was awesome, but I was excited to be back and move in and get acclimated to the area. So I've been here for about a month and a half now, and I'm loving it. Seriously, this is like the best decision that I could have made. I love every day that I wake up being here, living here. I don't know, just being here just like makes me happy. I wake up every day, see the palm trees, it's warm. I don't know, my heart, I think, has always been to move here to Florida, and this is just the best opportunity to do that. Like I said, unfortunately, like my friends back at home, my family back at home, my girlfriend, you know, they're all back in Indiana. But I see it's a short period of time that, you know, they'll be away. I know they're gonna come visit me every once in a while. Once she's done with grad school, she'll be moving down here. It all will work out perfect. And that's the attitude I think you have to have no matter what you're doing in life. Just being positive and optimistic goes a long way too. Because if I dwelled on you know, the negatives like missing people and things like that, it would probably eat me up. You have to first believe you're number one, that you're the best, that I'm setting the standard. You know what I mean? Like I want me to be the standard of what it takes to be the best in the world, you know? That's what a champion does. And I believe Flex Lewis has done that year after year successfully, and I'm here to challenge that. Not that I ever necessarily want to take away from him, because I actually admire him a lot and look up to Flex a lot and really respect him. But at the same time, we're competitors and we're both gunning for the same thing. So I expect him to give his best. I would hope that he expects me to give my best. But at the end of the day, we both respect each other. We both, you know, are making each other better. And that's what matters in bodybuilding. Yeah, so today is Wednesday, coming up on 12 weeks out from the Olympia, and we just got done training chest and shoulders this morning. It was a good workout. We started off with tricep extensions. It's a unique style that or style exercise that we did that fit for my body specifically, because a lot of times when I'm doing chest or shoulders or arms, like I have pain in my elbow. So the first thing we wanted to do was make sure that my scapula in my back was positioned properly. So basically my posture was perfect, and that way that I was only warming up my triceps with the tricep extension exercise. So when we moved on to chest, the first thing we did was a dumbbell press. Just a regular flat dumbbell press. Started off lightweight, 20 kilograms, 25 kilograms. We worked our way up all the way to, I think it was 60 kilograms dumbbells for a couple sets. And that was good. It felt really good. We were making sure to focus on strict form, keeping the shoulders rotated back. And then we moved on to a slight incline dumbbell fly. In the past preps for shows, my whole bodybuilding career, I've always trained myself. I would have friends that would train with me, but nobody to actually train me in the gym. So my coach is still the same person, James Brown, who has always helped me with my nutrition and everything. However, this year I actually moved down to Tampa, Florida, so that Ben Pakulski could train me at his gym at Mi40.
Hey, I'm Ben Pakulski, recently retired professional bodybuilder. I met Derek just kind of by chance. I was strolling through the Arnold Classic, saw him with the corner of my eye, and I just went by and said, hey man, you're doing great things, you got a bright future, and chatted for a minute, and he expressed interest, like, oh, I want to come down and train at your place. He came down for 4 days, and we trained 4 or 5 times in 4 days, and by the end of the 3rd day, he had already solidified a place to move down. And you know, talk about a guy who takes action. So many people talk about changing lives. So many people talk about, you know, I want to do something great to really, make myself better and make myself the greatest, and never do it. And Derek literally took action and on both instances, right? Just coming down here to begin with, and then obviously immediately taking action on getting a place. And at that point, I knew he was somebody I wanted to work with. Obviously, I get hundreds of people that want to work with me all the time, and the reality is I'm very busy. My schedule is insanely busy, and for me to commit any time to anybody is very hard. So unless I have someone as committed as Derek, it's not of interest to me. So I was really excited to work with a guy that I knew was just truly passionate about being his greatest and hopefully being the greatest, the best in the sport.
And then following dumbbell flies, we did cable flies.
So the training philosophy is very much the comparison of an internal versus an external focus. So when we talk about an external focus, what most people have in the fitness industry, they're thinking about exercises, they're thinking about weight, they're thinking about sets and reps, and all that stuff that exists outside the body. What we're trying to do is create an internal response. So we create an internal focus. We're paying attention to what's happening inside the body, how the muscles work on the inside of the body, and trying to challenge that.
Also threw in at the end 6 sets of side lateral raises. Three sets came from the cable side lateral, which I performed on the normally what you would call a seated row machine. It's a unique variation of cable side laterals that I really like because you can really use the back support or the seat as a back support so that you're making sure to get perfect form and you're extending the elbow out, the hands out, versus bringing them up. So I love that exercise to start off with, and then I did some free weights with dumbbells to do some side lateral dumbbell raises. 3 sets there, and then that was to finish off the day. I can't say I had much more energy to do anything besides go to the gym and train and do my cardio. And even that is, I have to push myself to give more. There's some days I don't feel like that. I don't even want to go to the gym and train. I think it's just important that we're honest with ourselves and can understand that and know that it's okay to be feeling that way. I expect to be the best in the world at what I do, and yet I still feel that way. I still feel lack of motivation sometimes. But you know what? That excites me because whenever I can overcome that and I still go to the gym and I still crush it and give my all, that's when I know that I'm gonna be my best. And I'm setting the standard.